Hi, welcome to the Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all Superman related news that happened during the week June 17th to June 23rd, 2011. Deadline.com reports that Julia Ormond has been offered the role of Superman's Kryptonian mother, Lara, for the upcoming Man of Steel film. The British actress has appeared in films such as The Curious Case of Benjamin Button and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. If talks are successful, Ormond will likely star alongside Russell Crowe, who is set to be cast in the role of Jor-El. Casting call for extras for Autumn Frost, the code name under which Man of Steel is working, took place this week in the Chicago area. The line outside the Naperville DePaul campus stretched for quite a distance, with thousands hoping to be a part of the movie. And the same thing happened in Plano, where hopefuls were told to fill out a short application form, then stood in line to have a quick snapshot taken. The final background extras casting takes place Saturday, June 25th at Chicago Academy for the Arts from 11 AM to 4 PM. Visit afbackground.com for further details. An unofficial Facebook page dedicated to providing information on the upcoming film claims to have scanned in another snippet from the Production Weekly, an entertainment industry publication, with details on the production schedule. The snippet states principal photography will begin August 22nd, with additional filming taking place later in the schedule in places such as Europe, Asia and the Middle East. In TV news, Warner Bros. Has announced their schedule for panels and screenings at the 2011 San Diego Comic-Con, and Young Justice is amongst them. The Young Justice screening and Q&A is set down for 10 AM on Sunday, July 24th. Producers Brandon Vietti and Greg Weisman and additional members of the creative team will be on hand to answer questions on what the future holds for the Young Justice team. MTV's Splash page caught a moment with Laura Vandervoort and asked her about her feelings on Smallville now that the series is over. She said, "I'm a little upset that Kara did not get to say goodbye to Clark personally. She just kind of watched from afar. But overall, Smallville is fantastic and they did such a great job." Fans of the Adventures of Superman TV series gathered at New York's Paley Center this week to enjoy classic episodes and later attend a special dinner with guests of honour Stephanie Shane Parkin, actress, playwright and daughter of Robert Shane, TV's original Inspector Henderson, with approximately 50 members attending the dinner. Superman homepage reviewer James Lands continues reviewing episodes from the 1950s Adventures of Superman TV series. Check out his review of the Season 5 finale, Whatever Goes Up, in which Jimmy Olsen cooks up an anti-gravity formula wanted by a crook and the government. In comic book news, when asked whether the marriage of Lois and Clark would still be part of continuity after DC's relaunch of the DC Universe in September, Dan Didio told NBC's Popcorn Biz, "Let's just say it's being re-examined because it's something that I think is something that is so valuable to the character's story that you really want to explore all facets of it, not just as it exists currently." Kelly Sue DeConnick spoke with Newsarama.com about writing Supergirl, why these pre-relaunch comics matter, and how Kara and Lois work together. She said, "Lois is about as woman gets, Kara's navigating her way into womanhood. They're oil and water, but I mean that in the way that oil and water swirl together and make an interesting design." Artist Christopher Jones spoke with worldsfinestonline.com about drawing the Young Justice comic book series, how it ties in with the animated series, and which character is his favourite. He said there's a very exciting opportunity for the comic to complement the animated series in a really unique way. DC Comics sent out a late media release this week regarding a change in story for Superman 712 from what had previously been solicited. Originally, we were supposed to read a story that would introduce us to Sharif, LA's newest superhero, in the latest chapter of Grounded. Instead, that story was pulled and we were given Kurt Busiek's lost classic, Lost Boy: A Tale of Krypto the Superdog, which is set shortly after Superboy died in Infinite Crisis and Superman went missing. Comic books we reviewed this week included Superman Batman number 85, which was reviewed by Michael Bailey, who said, "This is the best issue of Superman Batman that I have read in years," and he gave it a 5 out of 5 rating. Jeffrey Bridges reviewed Supergirl number 65, giving it a 2 out of 5, saying, "Overall it just felt kind of like a mess, sadly." While DC Universe Online Legends number 10 was reviewed by Jeffrey Taylor, who said it advanced the story in new and interesting ways, and he gave it a 3 out of 5. Superman comics shipping this week from June 22nd include Action Comics 902, which is available in a variant cover, Flashpoint Lois Lane and the Resistance number 1, Justice League of America number 58, also available in a variant cover, Superman 712, which also has a variant cover available, Young Justice number 5, and Ultimate Showdown Superman vs Bizarro statue set. In other news, the Superman homepage WGBS TV team of Clark Kent and Lois Lane, aka Jamie and Rhonda Kelly, attended the 33rd annual Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois earlier this month. We're pleased to present to you the first of their video reports. So far we've posted videos from the opening skit and ribbon cutting ceremony, interviews with locals and fans, and the Q&A panel with Mark Pillow and Tracy Lewis. Many thanks to Jamie and Rhonda for all their efforts throughout the Superman celebration. Look for more of their videos in the days ahead. The 2011 Superman celebration was the first one Noel Neill has missed in quite some years. While the First Lady of Metropolis couldn't make it this year to this year's celebration, the Metropolis Planet published a story updating fans on her improved health. For the first time in over a year, Noel is about to make her first public appearance. She will appear at the Heroes and Villains comic book store in Tucson on Saturday, July 2nd. Sony Online Entertainment were at E3 2011 in Los Angeles this week, presenting details on the upcoming Update 4 for the DC Universe Online MMORPG, which will be set at the Fortress of Solitude. The mission will take players from the exterior and through all the famous locations inside the fortress as they prevent Brainiac from stealing the Kryptonian technology inside. The twist to this mission is that heroes will be teaming up with both Superman and Lex Luthor, who recognises the threat posed by the alien overlord getting this tech. The other surprise teammate? General Zod. An unknown artist dubbed the Banksy of Bulgaria has defaced statues of Red Army soldiers located in Sofia, Bulgaria, into popular fictional characters including Superman. Centre stage in the transformed monument is the Man of Steel, to his left is Santa Claus, and to his right Ronald McDonald. Seems monuments to Russia's dominance over Bulgaria are fair game to graffiti artists these days. Superman fans in Indonesia are celebrating 73 years of the Man of Steel at a local cinema with a celebration cake and screening of the Superman films. The Superman birthday celebration is taking place at the Subtitle Cinema located at Dharma Wangsa Square in South Jakarta on Saturday from 5 PM. That's all the Superman news there was for the week June 17th to June 23rd. I'm Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Welcome to Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. It's come to my attention over the last few weeks with the reboot in the works that people are talking about how Superman has gone through many changes over the years. And this is not the first time I have come across this little line of reasoning, and that is that one of the changes people seem to remember that Superman went through is that his hair changed. For the better part of 80 or so years, Superman has had short hair with a little spit curl. Right after his return from the dead, because he spent some time rejuvenating and didn't worry about cutting his hair because he needed to save the world, he came out of his rejuvenation chamber with long hair. Much like mine. It wasn't super long, it wasn't super short, but it was long. He had the spit curl going on, which doesn't look great on me right now, but his hair was like this. And one of the arguments I always hear when people are saying, look, he's gone through changes over the years, people say something like, Superman red, Superman blue, mullet, not mullet. I've said this before, and hopefully this will be the last time I have to explain it to the ignorant hairstyling people in the world. This is not a mullet, nor is what Superman ever had. He did not have a mullet. This, mullet. This, not mullet. Billy Ray Cyrus, mullet. Superman, not mullet. My shirt, longish hair, not a mullet. Billy Ray Cyrus, once again, mullet. Now, so that I don't have to go through this again, I'm going to do something extreme, which I wouldn't normally do, and I'm going to do it using my Legion flight ring that Lois has allowed me to keep. I'm going to go through time. Now that that's out of the way, moment of truth. Chloe?
Let me cut.
This, not a mullet. See? Not a mullet.
Mullet.
And this, not. Alright everyone, now that that's over, I've asked my daughter to finish the job and get rid of my caveman beard, and now I have a more current Superman type look. Anyway, I hope you all understand the slight differences in hairstyles now, and I don't have to explain myself again. We just have time for one more message. Great Scott was brought to you today by the letter G, S, M for mullet, N for not mullet, and the number 35.
Remember, always look up in the sky.